Alrighty. I'm sure there are many theories floating around out there. They've thrown a lot into the pot this season. All I know is that the supernatural Ruby, Susan Twist, Mrs. Flood, the one who waits, it's all wrapped up somehow. I still have this feeling too that the Timeless Child and the Doctor's family are somehow involved. There have just been a few references to that sort of thing with the 15th Doctor, and I feel like they're setting us up for something there. It's really hard to look at this season so far and go, yeah, this is where we're headed. I really have no idea how this two-part finale is going to go. I reckon we might be getting some answers to some of these mysteries, so I'm excited. Oh, sonic boom. Back to unit.
Knocked on the bridge.
Dramatic.
That is the Vlinks. Greetings. Oh, nice upgrade.
That is the Vlinks. But what is the Vlinks?
Hi, sorry, I didn't get your name.
Harriet, head of the archive.
Harriet, nice to meet you.
He's a people person.
Unit scientific advisor.
Morris.
Okay,
What are we doing here?
all of you,
You don't just come to unit just willy-nilly, do you, Doctor?
because something really weird keeps happening. Everywhere I land, a woman appears.
Ah, okay.
She's a portrait in 1813, and the list goes on. Planet Slug, she's a Slug, not Planet Varsity.
Yes.
She's a Griffin.
She's a Borg.
About so high, 60, slim, fair hair. What?
She the Prime Minister or something?
And right on cue.
This is when it changes. This is when the whole world is changed.
Triad.
Susan Triad, IT genius. And today she's releasing her software worldwide free of charge, a gift from S Triad Technology.
It's an anagram. S Triad spells out TARDIS. It's TARDIS technology.
Well, obviously, thank you.
Even I got that.
That is why we've been watching her.
It's not just that. Never mind the anagram. Look at her name.
Anagrams are silly, but that's alright.
She's called Susan.
Is that significant?
Susan
Where'd
is
you
the
get-
name of my granddaughter.
That was a lot. That was a lot to take in. It's interesting how this Susan Twist thing through the season wasn't actually like a bad wolf, like a mystery in the background. They really like referenced it a lot. I don't know that I don't know what I think of that, but like it's very forefront. But what? Legend of Ruby Sunday.
Susan Triad, entrepreneur, genius, philanthropist. She's even been the book of bedtime on CB.
What's she doing? Why a TARDIS anagram? Villains and their love of anagrams is bizarre. Tom Riddle.
Just don't go changing yours, okay?
Oh, no, I'm keeping this one for a long, long time.
Fuck.
That's a
What?
bit mad, isn't it? Chanting my name.
Yes.
Beyonce. I like it. Can't we just pipe in a bit of applause? Oh, what do you think, Mel? Well,
Ah,
be cheery.
Mel.
Oh, that's Mel. We also have another mystery woman. Ruby Sunday!
Oh, you're gonna warn me.
That's so funny.
Your mother is.
Sorry, you've got a woman that you keep seeing and a woman that you've never seen. Is it the same woman?
That's what we're asking. They're going at this mystery so head on.
The night that Ruby was born, and it keeps snowing.
It's all practical, direct, logical. Don't know that I love that.
It's at home, the VHS. My mum's got it. She's got it in a box.
I suggest
We're just gonna
Sunday home.
enhance that VHS and find out who it is. I don't think it's gonna be Susan. There's some mysteries, but nothing nefarious as of yet. It's great to see Mel.
Best of luck, Sue.
Wow, nice. She's on it. Legend of Ruby Sunday.
That's your story, darling. The Legend of Ruby Sunday.
But they can analyze it.
Okay, what are you up to? They're giving her quirky comedic music, but I'm suspicious.
Would you, sweetheart?
Cup of tea.
Well, we'd all like a lot of things that aren't going to happen.
What that's supposed to mean?
I'd be very careful, Mrs. Sunday. There's a storm coming in.
Oh, hello.
He waits no more.
The one who waits. But how's it all connected? Susan bringing in the one who waits. And does he really think it's Susan?
If you've got a granddaughter, that means you've got kids.
Well, not quite. Not yet.
But you mean you can have a granddaughter before a daughter?
Life of a Time Lord.
Wow, yeah. True.
Okay.
Susan tried. Human. Confirmed.
Human.
Just because Susan Triad is nice doesn't mean she can't change. Well, a caterpillar doesn't know it's a butterfly, and a phoenix is just a bird until it burns.
Sleeper agent. Hmm.
Okay, do you have a time window?
What you expressly told us in the 1970s unit was absolutely forbidden to
A
experiment
time window.
with time technology.
Do you have a time window?
10 floors down.
That's fun how uncomfortable Kate is about what the Doctor wants to do with Unit. That's very... the dynamic, right? The Doctor and Unit. Not entirely on the same page.
1 second.
Time window. Alright. Keen to see what it can do. Inspecting the goods.
This is rough.
We saw the signing of the Declaration of Independence, but all I could tell you was the colour of the quill.
So it's like Debs.
Time window using massive information from the VHS, actual positions of the snowflakes.
Yeah, it does remind me of Debs, where they use like a lot of information about now to process and realize what things would have been like before, and they could actually see it.
We can see that snowflakes fell on a southeast axis, so we can model that onto the church and predict backwards.
Right, predict backwards.
It was snowing.
Time has tides and hollows and secrets.
I like it. A more mystical view of time
Now turn on your machine!
rather than scientific. But now they're using a machine, so, you know, it's a real combination of the... bonkers episode. Very interested in whatever we're about to see. That looks awesome. Nice. It's like 3D.
Should we stop?
No way.
Haha, he's having fun.
And listen.
Music.
There she is.
Here we go. Why is she dressed like that? The cloak is a bit extra. Here comes the Doctor.
I'm arriving.
Okay, this is cool. Off to do his goblin work.
Save little baby Ruby. My memory of this keeps changing.
Yeah,
Time keeps changing.
there it is.
Morris, can you magnify the woman?
My hands on fire here.
Magnify, enhance, enhance. Morris is the only one working hard here. Everyone else is just going, I don't know, can't see anything.
All I've got is trees and stuff. Houses in the distance. Nothing.
Colonel, be careful.
Oh, Colonel's done for.
No. Sorry. No.
He's gone.
Not even a flicker.
What is that?
Here we go. The TARDIS. There has been something wrong with the TARDIS all season.
Doctor, what is that thing?
There we go.
Where's Colonel Chidozi? Don't go into the window. Don't go into the window. Stay where you
They got the Colonel.
Winston.
Looks like the Fantastic Beasts
Is it now?
thing.
Or
I
is
forget what it's called. Certainly looks and sounds angry.
It's off the stage. That thing is hot. It's cold. It's radioactive. It's dead. It's everything. I don't know.
Wow.
It's the beast.
The what? The Beast. What does Carla know about that?
Where are you?
I am in hell.
Colonel, I
Hell,
You tell us what.
the beast. Oof. I don't know that we found out much in that whole exercise, honestly, but we did get to see a bit of something. Ooh, and yikes. Got to see a bit of its power.
So sorry.
Come on, Kate. It's not his fault. That's...
Take me to Susan Triad.
How do we know that Susan is connected to this?
10 minutes.
Apart from the fact she's in the same episode.
And Ruby's mother, why was she pointing at me?
Finished?
Pointing at the TARDIS.
Now
She was
stop grizzling.
just pointing at the TARDIS, which transformed into the beast.
Now come on.
That was good.
No, it wasn't there before. I swear to you, every time I've watched that tape, it wasn't there.
It's getting stronger. It's scary if it's linked to
Now.
belief again, and if it's like a beast. And hell was mentioned. These things become real this season.
Hello, hi there. I'm the doctor.
Ah, nice to meet you, pet. Doctor Who?
Just the doctor, hello.
Ah, well, top marks for enigmatic.
Yeah. Have we met before?
Well, I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Well, if you don't mind my saying, I'd remember a handsome chap like you. I get a lot of dreams.
What do you dream about?
I'm sorry, but we're going to be late, Susan.
Might be important.
Girl called Lindy! Do you dream about a place called Pacifico Del Rio? Do you dream
That
about being an ambulance?
she is all of them. Okay.
Being an ambulance.
She remembered them.
What is it?
It's the TARDIS.
No, well the TARDIS was there on Ruby Road, we know that.
Does the thing have the TARDIS? Or the... Okay. The TARDIS is becoming a bit villainous right now. That's interesting. Whoa, what a nasty groan.
Who's made that noise before?
Yeah, the devil's called.
The shape exists around the TARDIS on the VHS, but what if it exists around the TARDIS now? And we just can't see it.
Oh, like it's latched on. Dark passenger. Oh, and if it's been coming with them everywhere they go, that could take Susan
It's a part of it.
in some way. Everywhere they go with the TARDIS. Oh, okay. Alright. It's actually not that far off real life, is it? This is what they do now. The politicians and the tech billionaires.
The blinks! Scan the TARDIS!
Commence maximum scan.
I want a whole episode about the Blinks. The Blinks is like the coolest day in the life of the Blinks. Life form latched onto the TARDIS.
All right, thank you.
And is it about to activate Susan
Especially you.
if she's a sleeper agent?
It's my
Woo!
honor to be here today. And I think,
I think we can succeed.
I mean, I hope.
Doctor, we need you here right now.
Kate, get Ruby to the time window.
What for?
You do not question, you move. Sullivan, take her and run. Just go.
Okay, Case.
He is hidden within the tempest. He has braved the storm and the darkness and pain. And he whispered to the vessel.
Who has?
All this
do you
time
mean?
he whispered and delighted and seduced.
It's very much sounding like the beast, the devil,
It's Harriet. It's like...
possessed.
Harriet, you met her.
Yeah, I know, but what is her full name?
Harriet Arbinger.
Harbinger. Harbinger of what? This time.
Blue skin between my
Oh,
eyes.
man. Her looks are amazing there. Golly. Oh no.
They said this thing was broken. Remember. It's going back to Christmas Eve.
Worlds with orange skin.
Alright, good cross cutting. Orange skies, Time Lord.
There's something wrong.
You think?
There is the toy maker, the god of game.
Yeah.
There is Trickster, the god of tricks.
Trickster.
There is Maestro, the god of music. There is
Yep.
the god of spite.
Ooh.
There is dread. And standing on high is the mother and father, another of them all.
Whatever it is. Here it comes.
For the god
I love the chanting.
has returned. And his names are many. And his one true name forevermore is
Sutek.
It was the wrong anagram.
It's the wrong anagram. You're shitting me. Is Sutek supposed to mean something to me? Looks freaking cool. Oh! Come on, give us something here. Oh, some good looks. I like the aesthetic.
I was family. Doctor. Incessant universe.
Okay. Okay, I can't say that I loved that episode. I always enjoy watching Doctor Who, the big ideas, the larger than life characters, the music, the visuals. It's always a fun ride, but I don't think I'm on the same level as this episode. The bombast is quite familiar from previous Russell T Davies finales or penultimate episodes. You've got the cross-cutting between a few different places where the same villain is revealing itself and you're realizing how screwed everybody is. And sure, they seem very screwed here. We've got the God of Death. Thing is, I don't know much context for the God of Death. Sure, sounds terrible. Sounds deadly. But so are all villains. And there wasn't a particular character or set of characters who were in peril at the end of this episode. It was just everyone. And maybe the scope was too big for me to, emotionally invest as much as I would like to. And I don't know why this episode was called The Legend of Ruby Sunday, because we really didn't find out much about Ruby Sunday, as far as I know, unless, it's all going to come together in the next episode a bit more. I don't love Unit. Look, the Unit characters are fun, and Unit is a concept I like, but this, coming to Unit and just working with them to investigate a problem, I don't know, it feels dramatically uninteresting to me. They don't seem like they're in the show anymore. They seem like they're characters who are kind of outside of the show and trying to understand the plot of it and theorize on it. And it's all a bit just kind of logical and scientific. And yeah, one of my favorite things about Doctor Who is that it's madcap and, underdog, and you're just a couple of nobodies running through the universe with no power, doing everything you can to save the day, to win the day. Whereas here, Unit is, Avengers Tower. It's now the establishment, and I don't know. Maybe it's my Australian tall poppy syndrome, but I just don't like being on the side of someone so as powerful as Unit appears to be here. It's less fun. And yeah, in this episode, the mystery just didn't feel like it was unfolding. It felt like it was already there, and we were just looking at it, and honestly not finding out much for most of the episode. Yeah, I don't know. And still, at the end of the episode, I think that Susan Triad could kind of be the real Doctor's granddaughter Susan, or not. Maybe it was fully a trick, or maybe she's, possessed. The God of Death latched onto the TARDIS. Looked cool concept. I just don't know why to care too much just at the minute. So I see Sutek is a classic returning villain, but if I compare this to Utopia, my favorite episode of Doctor Who probably, and the Return of the Master, I think that episode works brilliantly, even if you have no idea who the Master is, because it means a lot if there's another Time Lord. It's been the last of the Time Lords, and then there's this surprise appearance of another Time Lord set up perfectly by the pocket watch. And so yeah, I'm so keen to see where the Sutek stuff goes, and I could absolutely come to love this villain. I mean, especially if there's connection to the Satan Pit beast, which it seems like there might be. The voice is I think the voice is the same the same voice actually at the end as the Beast. If not, it's extremely similar. They're clearly drawing that connection line, and I love that villain. So look, I'm almost there on board. I just feel like this episode hasn't given me specific personal reasons to care. Whatever's going on with Ruby hasn't been connected enough for me to Sutek. But of course, there's room for that in the next episode. I'm trying not to be overly critical just because I wasn't as emotionally invested in this episode as I wanted to be. There's also some very interesting stuff getting set up here with the Doctor. And yeah, it's such an interesting point that if he has a granddaughter, it doesn't necessarily mean that he has had kids. He's a Time Lord. Everything is out of order. What if he has a family in the future? The granddaughter from that is the one he was traveling with back as the first Doctor. I like that. That works for me. That is interesting. And the Doctor is clearly very terrified of this Sutek and its power. And there's a couple of references in this episode to that theme again of the Doctor, like what he says in the church on Ruby Road. Am I the bad luck? Is he the bringer of death? Like, I imagine we're going to get into some comparison here between, yes, the god of death and the Doctor. And because the Doctor does often worry that he's the god of death, and I'm sure now he's worried, yeah, he somehow brought the god of death into this world and may even blame himself for some of the destruction that is to come. Some nice moments with the Doctor and Ruby, as usual. They have some sweet moments, and that's nice to see. Maybe a few too many characters going on here. Even though, I like to see them all. Morris is cool. Yeah, everyone at Unit's cool. I mean, I don't know. I would say it's a well-made episode, just not an episode that I'm that into. Yeah, they built tension well at a few points there. Yeah, particularly the end. That build, I could kind of feel what it's going for. I just wasn't on the same wavelength. I don't know. I'm interested to hear if what others think of this episode. If others were, engrossed and absorbed by the mystery and the sinister events afoot. Because maybe it's just me. Maybe I needed to give it a rewatch. But I'm really hoping the finale is a bit more satisfying than this. Because yeah, honestly, all I'm getting is that there's a very sinister monster, the God of Death, who uses anagrams a lot. I don't know. Who thinks they're really clever using these anagrams. I am Lord Voldemort. I mean, it's hard to say things like this definitively when I'm fresh off the episode, when I'm talking about it immediately after I watched it, but I'm pretty sure this is my least favorite episode of the season so far. Yeah, I think it's the weakest of the lot, which is fine. Sometimes that happens. We'll see how things come together next week. That could really affect it. It's often you judge a two-parter as a whole rather than each individual episode. So we'll see how it comes together next week. But for now, I think that'll do it. But let me know what you thought. I'm very keen to hear. And thanks for sharing your passion with me. Tomity out.